So it's just gone midday. I'm walking from here to the, to the station just across the road, and then taking the train across the river to Zhubei. Here, the station, then I'll walk to the gym, and then I'll explore a bit of this area, which is the Technology Science Park. See what I think of it. I'm quite excited. It's going to be a nice little jaunt. I need to walk off some of this huge breakfast I had this morning. Wow, the food's popular here. They're queuing up for it. You get like a bento box. Must be good. I saw at one of the other stations the food looked really good quality, so maybe that's it. I'll have to ask someone what the deal is. Right, 12:30 from platform 2B. So it's platform 2B over there, 12:30, so 20-minute wait. It's pretty regular trains through here though, because it's on the main line from Taipei up there, and this is going south towards Taichung, Tainan, Kaohsiung. So this train heading south is pretty packed. It's the first time I've ever seen some people standing up. Or maybe they were just getting up because they were coming to the station, but it's pretty much every seat's full. Oh, that's going to Pingtung. So Pingtung is in the very south of Taiwan. Well, not as far down as Kenting, but if you go to kind of Kaohsiung and you go a bit east, that's Pingtung. It's kind of a rural town from what I can gather. Haven't been there yet. And we are not on, hang on, we're on the Keelung. Oh, 12:30 to Keelung. That's where they had a Spanish settlement, somewhere where I wanted to go. It's on the ocean, on the other side of Taipei. It's probably about an hour and a half from here. So I might go and visit Keelung. So the train's not leaving for 13 minutes, but I've stepped on because they've got nice comfortable seats and the aircon is on even though the doors are open. So yeah, it's only about 8 minutes I think from here to Zhubei. I did this last time, and yeah, it's a nice journey. It's a nice journey. Oh, exciting. I like these little jaunts. And tomorrow we'll be going in the same direction, but we're going to the capital city, which will be a lot of fun. I love the old train station. That's cool. Got grandmother and granddaughter hanging out here. They're off. Yeah. There's not many foreigners here. I've not seen a single Westerner on this platform. It does feel like a proper adventure again, being here. Very exciting. So this is the other train station, North Hsinchu, but it's only like 500 meters from the other station. World Gym's a famous chain here, but it's just like a bodybuilder gym, and it's got a reputation for being expensive for what it is. Right, so this is the river that separates. That's Hsinchu where I'm staying, and this is Zhubei on the other side. Lots of people jog up and down here in morning and night, I believe. Oh, we're building a new road, sports field. But I was meant to stay here last year on this side, but it just didn't seem right. But I'm going to explore a bit more today and see what it's, get a feel for it. So you can kind of see just by the train station what a difference there is here. Whereas the train station in Hsinchu is in the centre of a busy town, And there's obviously a big central train station. This is just a little parochial drop off, get on. There's a Thai shop on the other side there. We're going over that way. Check out this boxing gym. It's quite a cute little station actually. Got a shop, ticket office, toilets, which are useful. Okay, that's really interesting. So this is a map of the train line and all the stops on it. So it ends at Keelung, which is the port with the old Spanish settlement right on the northern tip of Taiwan. Taipei, 72 kilometers, where I might go tomorrow. It's 100 to Keelung. Keelung, is it? So I've come from Hsinchu, 5.8 kilometers away, to Zhubei here. I think this is quite a famous little town as well, Hukou I've heard of. And then you've got all these other little stops you can do. Taoyuan is where the main airport is for Taipei. So it's like quite a long way out of the city, like 30 kilometers out of Taipei. I'm thinking what I might do is get the bus to Taipei tomorrow and then get the train back, and then I've done both routes. So it's exactly as I left it last year. There's a Thai restaurant here. There's a Thai shop just there. There's a Vietnamese coffee shop there. So we're going this way. I'm going to check out a motel as well. I'm interested to see what the price is. I don't know what the difference is here between they have motels like in America and hotels and homestays. So yeah, we're pretty much going straight down there. I think the market's here as well, like the fruit and veg and meat market. Oh, this is the Thai shop. Hello, Yindi Dornrap. So stations there. The Science and Technology Park is here. These big office buildings, but I think that's all it is. It's like office buildings. I think they have to stop. I don't know where the green light is. Hello. Yeah, we're going kind of straight ahead, but we've got to go that way and come back on ourselves. Vietnam sandwich. There's lots of Vietnamese food here. Brunch. It's very hot. So they've got really nice apartments over here, but I think they're really expensive because the ones that I was taken to see last year were terrible, which suggests to me to get up to that kind of standard you've got to pay kind of Western money. You'd think you're in Vietnam. Just past another Vietnamese restaurant. That place is a Vietnamese hairdresser's hair salon. That's Vietnamese, Thai and Indonesian. It's a very international place, that's for sure. So this is the very modern technology park where they make microchips and semiconductors. So a ridiculous amount, like 80% of the stuff that's used in phones, or over 80% that's used in phones and computers around the world, is all designed and made here in Hsinchu, which is why it's a big bone of contention. If the Chinese ever take this back, then yeah, it would be catastrophic for the supply chain for phones and computers and all kinds of technologies. But yeah, won't talk too much about that, it's a bit boring for some people. Some young people here, I think, have come out of their office to grab their lunch. Now they're going back in. And we're headed pretty much to the end of this road you can see here. So the problem you've got in Zhubei, unlike Hsinchu, is you've got all these streets without the covered walkways to block the sun during the day. So it's just boiling hot to walk around. Bloody hell! It's boiling hot to walk around. Guy just came past jogging, a Taiwanese guy, a few minutes ago. He must be heat proof. It's about 40 degrees. Oh yeah, you can see more high-tech buildings over there. So there's a lot of big technology brains that live in this city. But I've read they work them very, very hard. Yeah, we're doing burgers and sandwiches over there. Come past another ton of Vietnamese businesses. Lots of massage shops again. Whew. It is baking. Yeah, the public transport around here is very irregular, so if you haven't got a motorbike or a car, you've got to do, or a bicycle, you've got to do a lot of walking. Yeah, so although you've got buildings all out throughout the city, in the centre of Hsinchu they're all much taller buildings with a lot more going on. A lot more businesses and restaurants concentrated in a small space. It feels very dull here compared to Hsinchu, which is quite a buzzing little city. Yeah, I'm pretty good at sensing what a place is like, and this just doesn't feel like a great place. I mean, it's got a reputation as being somewhere people work during the week and then they leave at the weekends to go somewhere more interesting. There's a lot of very new looking apartments. I mean, those look like they've just been finished. There's an English school around there called Live English. There you go, you've seen one of these before? That's how to control your traffic. Welcome to Taiwan. So yeah, there's lots of quite nice looking apartments around. The motel I want to check out is just up here on the left. Find out what that deal is. And the gym's not far from here now. It's just a bit further and on off to the right. Check out that gym and then I'm just going to walk back and get the track. It's too hot to be out here. It's bloody crazy hot. Oh. See all those apartments there look like they've been built within the last few years. So the offices are over there, apartments here. Garage. Okay, this is the motel, M Motel. So I'll just go and see how much they want a night for a room. Not that I want to particularly come and stay here, because there's nothing to do and there's no transport. So actually I think this is a Love Hotel. So you drive your car in and then the screen comes down so no one can see who you are. 2.5 hours, $9.99. So it's like 25 quid for 2.5 hours. You drive your car in, the screen comes down, you and your lover can mess about, and you've got well, look at things, 2 floors. Quite a kinky race, the old Taiwanese, on the QT. You know what, I'll look at it online, how much it costs and what the deal is. It's too bloody hot to mess about. So this is where all the recycling gets done. Oh! That's paper, all been done. Metal, bottles, plastic. Yeah, so they've tried really hard to go zero waste as much as possible in Taiwan, and what doesn't, well, what still gets produced, they did quite a good job of recycling that. And that was a real active policy. They went, I don't know how many years ago that was, when they decided to go really hard. They won't even give you a straw in McDonald's, not even a paper one, unless you ask for it. Like, yeah. And lots of people, you know, they bring their own cups for refills. gym's just down here. So I've got to walk 400 metres down here and turn right. That's where the boxing gym is. Station's about a mile or so back that way. Is there any lights here? Can't see any. Let's cross because I can't be bothered. Oh, there's a park there. I'm going to walk back through that park. I think I saw that on the map. Oh, yeah, really nice apartments here. You've got your 7-Eleven downstairs, your food stores, restaurants. Oh, what's that? Burger. I thought it was the Japanese moss burger, but it's not. Yeah, in Taiwan, a foreigner can't do a long-term rental unless they have a work permit, like a 1 year or more work permit and permanent visa. So you can't do what you can do in a lot of Southeast Asian countries. You just turn up and randomly rent an apartment with like a 3-month contract. It's normally always like at least a year long, and you've got to leave 2 months of deposit, so 1 month up front plus 2 months deposit. So say, well, I don't know how much those would be, maybe over £1,000 a month, so smashing over £3,000 straight up front. Nice apartments, but I don't like living in big buildings. They're too non-intimate. What's the opposite of intimate? Well, that is. Yeah, this must be like recycling street. Everyone's doing recycling down here. This whole operation, the other operation was back that way. Hot work. Yeah, that's quite a typical scene in Taiwan. You've got like all these ultra modern apartments, then you've got this really old scrapyard right downstairs, and they just don't care. What's this? Office. So this is a super modern part of the city. So Zhubei's a new town. There was an old town in Zhubei, and but it wasn't much of a town, so the government went, we're going to make this the Silicon Valley of Taiwan. I can't remember how many years ago, 20, 30 years ago, and then they just built everything to do with the technology park, and then obviously they need accommodation for the staff, which is this. This is the newest of it anyway. Restaurant. Cooked by steakhouse, cooked by charcoal, US choice. Okay. I think we're almost at a gym, which is good because I'm absolutely dying. Right, so Hsinchu, where I've come from, 6 kilometers back that way, come from the train station across here, going down to look at the boxing gym, and I'm walking back along a different street and seeing what's there. Yeah, I think there's quite a big park here from what I saw online. I might have to stop off for a drink or something to eat, even though I said I wasn't going to eat until tonight. Never trust anything I say. Got a really nice bike shop there. You'll be able to get anything you want there. Top of the range stuff. Where's the gym? It's just here, right? Oh, there's an English school there, cram school. I don't want to walk past it. I think it's just in here. So this is where the gym is. In this complex, see the boxing rings up there? Yeah, this is a gym that seems to focus on boxing as the main fitness angle. More gyms should do that. It's way better for you than doing like weights or doing CrossFit. It's super healthy if you're just doing it for exercise, and it's fun. If you've never tried boxing for whatever reason, just try it, it's fun. Yeah, I'm sure I wasn't the first to come up with it, but I always thought, why not have a boxing gym with no serious fighters, where you just use the boxing exercises for exercise. That's exactly what this is. And a Thai guy he opened that concept in Chiang Mai, just around the corner from my apartment. He was getting a lot of females and a few men, with the emphasis just on using it as a way to stay in shape. Yeah, I think that idea came to me about 15 years ago. But no money to build a gym. Not yet, anyway. Do I have to take my shoes off? Oh, yeah. No. So it's a really nice gym. It's mainly, you don't do training alone. It's either group sessions or one-on-one. One-on-one's about, I think it's about £40 an hour per session. It's not cheap. Was it 1,700? Yeah, 40 quid. And in a group it drops down to, still I think it's like 30 quid a session. Or maybe it's a bit cheaper. Nice place to train though.
First week, and second, third, and the fourth week.
Oh, okay, so the schedule changes every week. Yeah. So this is the 10 to 11 group session in the morning, 7 till 8
but
in the afternoon.
The class at night is the same every week.
Yeah. Okay, that's the same. 2,200 for unlimited classes. Is that unlimited group classes? 2,200.
Even to take, you can as much as you want.
Okay, it's like 50 UK pounds. And they do Muay Thai, MMA, yeah. Don't know what that is.
And that's our boxing.
Is this boxing? Yeah, boxing. Zumba. That's beautiful. Really nice gym. Thank you so much. Just have a look in here. So actually, yeah, if you do the group classes, 2,200, that's really good value. And I've read the reviews of people who train here, and they all say it's like absolutely brilliant here. Like there's no bullying, there's no shaming or anything. It's just people learning to box. Look at this. Some fit bloody people there. Although you look too much of a bodybuilder. Bodybuilding not good for boxing. Oh, that's dragon boat racing, which is famous here. Oh, so they race one of the dragon boats. That's so funny. A team from the Thai Economic Development Committee have turned up at the gym because they've got a Thai trainer teaching here. And as normal, they're being really arrogant. They don't know I can understand what they're saying. Oh, they walk around like they own the place. But the Thai guy, the Thai trainer is really nice. He's really friendly. They haven't got much time for government officials. So how funny was that? It was really nice and quiet in there. The guy was giving me a really nice tour of the facility. And then these Thais from the Economic Trade Commission turned up. I think there were 3 men and a lady. And all of a sudden, it was jibber jabber, jibber jabber, jibber jabber. It's so bloody loud and they talk absolute crap. So they're basically here to see how Muay Thai is doing as a business. And I said to the Chinese coach that it's changed. Muay Thai has really changed. It used to be about the sport, and now they've turned it into a business focused on making money. And it's not the same. Like it used to be. It used to just be about training and the sport, and now a lot of the gyms are just like factories for making money. Which I know you've got to make money, but I think you understand what I'm saying. When something gets over commercialized, even a sport, it takes away the beauty of it and the love. I said to him I like to train alone, but if I lived here I might be interested in that. Mind you, what is it, 50 quid a month? That's quite I guess it's quite a lot of money. Yeah, this is a school, Hsinchu County Shengli Junior High School, but I do believe it's summer holidays right now. I'm not sure when the new term starts. I think it's September. I think it's the same as in the West. Don't quote me on that. So Wistron and GBC, I think those are some kind of tech offices. Acton. I'm not really a techie guy, so I don't know a lot of these companies. I just know the TSMC do the microchips, and Media, what is it? Media Tech something. They're based here as well. And there's another big company. There's 3 really big ones and lots of little ones. There's quite a lot of construction work going on here as well. I'm glad I did that. That's a nice park when it's not hot. I'm glad I did that. That was a good little explore. But yeah, I don't think this is a very interesting place to live. Hsinchu, the main town, city, definitely much more interesting. So there you go, you've got Elan AI headquarters. If anyone knows their artificial intelligence, you might know that company. Personally, I've never heard of them, but they're probably quite famous. That's what the building's going to look like when it's finished. Looks pretty bloody nice actually. Next to Wistron. So I'm just going under the road up here, cutting back that way. This lady's got a little noodle restaurant set up here on the side of the road for the workers. The equivalent of a British burger van. That is a big project. Whew, I am ready to get in some shade. Oh, another one here, having a beer. That's the liquor store. So basically, if you walk all over the city, especially on that direction, you're just going to see offices like that one with thousands of techie people doing techie things inside. I would have absolutely no idea about. But thank you for all your hard work, because I'm sure I use your technology in many ways every day. So I've just gone past a hugely overweight Westerner wearing his one of those Australian sun hats. I wonder what he's doing here. He doesn't look like he's working very hard. He looks like the only thing he's working hard on is eating a lot and avoiding the gym. So it looks really posh here. It's more residential. It's not, but those old apartments there, they look like some I looked at last year. In fact, they were even older and grottier than that. I was like, I'm not living here, not in these conditions. It's an old style apartment block. They've got like a crappy gym downstairs, garage. So it looks like the street's a bit more interesting to walk back on. Restaurant. And beware, traffic wardens are hot on the job here. There's one there, there's one just gone round the corner. You're not getting away with nothing here. There's an English school there, preferred English. Someone was saying last year when I was here that a lot of the English schools are kind of glorified babysitting services. Like, the parents use them as places where they can like leave the kids for hours or days. It's obviously quite reasonable to do it that way. Peter! So that looks like it's a bar, Yo-Yo, advertising Heineken beer outside this apartment block. Lots of restaurants, sushi, another restaurant. Oh, in fact, I might have been taken to that restaurant last year. I think that's where they took me last year. They were trying to show off. So they took me to this fancy famous Taiwanese restaurant. Only problem being I wasn't very impressed with it. So it seems like the town does have a bit more of a centre down here, which I think I remember going through last year, and that did look okay. There's another gym here, Bricks Box Fitness, which is good. It's quite pretty actually, the street. That's beautiful. We've got a tall bird there. Got some big fish just down here. And it's in a culvert, but it looks like this is a natural river. It's been redirected, diverted. Me being a total idiot, when I went to the gym, I managed to forget my grandfather's cap, his England cricket cap. So now I've got to walk all the way back. I got all the way over there. Now I've got to walk all the way back, but I'm not leaving that behind. That's huge sentimental value. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Fish, birds. It's that office again from a different angle. So you got these huge, big, wide open streets. Oh, I didn't realise how far I'd walked. God, I'd walked a long way in the wrong direction. Now the light's going to change on me. Sugar me. I'll go halfway anyway. Okay, they're a really friendly bunch here at the boxing place. At least I didn't get all the way back to Hsinchu and then realise I'd lost my cap. Better not do that in Taipei tomorrow. Go 70 kilometres on the train and then have to go all the way back. Yeah, I'm going to try and go to, there's a recruitment agency in Taipei that I found. I'm going to try and visit them tomorrow. See if they want an old, decrepit man. Now it's a teaching agency, it's in New Taipei City, and they place teachers all over Taiwan, and they seem really well organised. So I can at least go and talk to them while I'm here. Got another bird there. I think that's a moorhen, and there's loads of fish everywhere. So it's been nice to walk along that shaded canal there. It's weird, right? So it's gone on green for me to walk across the road, but it goes on green for these guys, the traffic guys. So sometimes you have traffic flying towards you when the green man's come on, like, and you've been waiting for 3 minutes to get across the road, and then when you do get the opportunity to cross, traffic's coming at you. I don't know. How about that for moaning? That is like a classic English moan. Classic. See, developed as it is here, it's a bit ghetto as well. Look, got chickens wandering around in someone's space outside their garage. Then you've got a nice modern house. Look at this for a car. Pimped out or what? Although it's missing a rim. What is that? A Maybach. That's pretty cool. So from what I can make out, this is like a downtown area of Zhubei. It's like this street with lots of restaurants and shops on it. So it's about another 800 metres and then turn right and you're back at the train station. I hope. So walk a bloody long way. Swimming pools. Oh, it is so hot here. It is so damn hot. Yeah, I think we drove down this street when I was being shown properties last year. What have you got there? Something with durian in it. Egg tarts, nice. Dentals. Pizza. Rock pizza, pizza rock. Same as they had in that place in Vietnam I was in. I can't even think right now because my head's so hot. It's quite a pleasant little street. this is why I wouldn't want to live here. Like, this is the centre of town. It's much more vibrant than Hsinchu on the other side of the river. It's just too quiet. Just saw another foreigner in a convenience store. Both the foreigners that I've seen have been in like their 50s. You look like a surf dude. They don't look like... I was going to say they don't look like technology workers, but what do technology workers look like? They're either English teachers, or they're making millions of dollars working for some high-tech firm. Titan! Ah! It's a Japanese restaurant. Someone's very excited. That's good. So yeah, I think this is like a little centre of the town. Not overly interesting. See, that looks dead posh. But two very ordinary looking ladies just came out of there. I say ladies, very young ladies, maybe university age. So it's obviously not overly expensive. Just come and had a bit of lunch there. What's that? The local theatre cinema? I'm too hot to think about anything right now. Oh yeah, ESL programme. This is another English school. Oh, that's Hess. I applied to them about 6 years ago and they rejected me. And I tried to apply again like 2 months ago and they kept my stuff on their record books, so I couldn't reapply. So if you fail once to get in at Hess, that's it, you're out. So you got Hess International School there, Ikki, I think that's Japanese, well it could be Chinese. And then you've got this beautiful Starbucks here, look at that, absolute banger. But I try to avoid Starbucks unless I really don't have a choice. I try to go more local. I lived in Starbucks when I was in the UK many years ago. That was like my go-to spot. Get the Sunday papers at the weekend, go to Starbucks for a few hours. Not anymore. I might go to McDonald's and get a green tea because I think it's not far down here. Yeah. So I've got a bakery here, some nice clothes shops, park. That Starbucks is literally just around the corner there. Oh, actually I've got further to walk than I thought. I think I've still got a mile. In this heat you don't want to be walking like this. I think we parked there last year when they took me for lunch. Ooh, Indian food. It was an underground parking lot. Maybe it was that one. Oh, I don't know, it doesn't matter anyway. So this part of the city has like a very upmarket feel. Feels like where the well-heeled come to hang out at night in their restaurants and bars. Well, I was going to say bars. They don't really have bars, restaurants. They're either at home or they're hanging out in nice restaurants, maybe shopping in these nice stores. Yeah, it's like the Beverly Hills of Zhubei, I think. This is a map in Chinese completely, so I've got no idea what any of that says. Park map, all in Chinese. Man, they're not afraid to run the heat here. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's baking hot and he's out for a jog. This looks quite nice. This is part of the city I didn't see last year. Oh yeah, it's quite pleasant, isn't it? Again, lots of fish down there. Wonder what the fishing deal is here. I bet you can't fish, that's probably why there's so many fish. No fishing! I like the way they use these mannequins on the roadworks. Yeah, there's some quite well-heeled restaurants down there. A lot of like barbecue, sushi kind of places. A preschool. What's that? Hong Kong noodles, rice, coffee, tea. Yeah. Food from Hong Kong is good. I like Hong Kong breakfast. They do amazing scrambled eggs with toast in Hong Kong. So many fish down there. Some of them are quite big. Just fish, 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 fish. Come at night with your fishing line, catch yourself a free supper. So that might give you an idea of Taiwanese fashion. Although near where I'm staying, I think I've already filmed it, there's some really amazing like boutiques for the ladies, like, well, I don't know, English people would like it or international people would like it, but the Taiwanese ladies seem to love it. So this Louisa coffee, that's the same company I was in this morning at around 7 AM. It's a chain across Taiwan. Taiwanese seem to really go for it. Oh, they've got chicken there. Fried chicken. Let's go and have a look at that. Could be unbeatable. Having a lot of fun in the fried chicken shop, but they haven't got G pie, which is my favourite, which is like a big long breast of chicken that's kind of been flattened a bit like you do with the schnitzel. And then it's cooked in like, what do they call it, salt and pepper or something. It's so good. One weird thing in Taiwan, there's often no prices on anything. It's like, how much is that? They have all these offers on, but they cover up the actual price of stuff. I want to get a Coke Zero. Need a drink. Stopped at Family Mart. Very relaxing here. They've got loads of meals that you can buy and warm up. Tea, eggs, sweet potatoes. Stuff really nice, but I look a bit bored. You get free internet if you come to the convenience stores as well. I didn't know that when I first came. Hot dogs. So I'm just having a look here. There's 2 teaching agencies I'm going to go to tomorrow. There's one in New Taipei and Sanchong, which is called Teach Taiwan. They help place teachers. And there's one here called Reach to Teach. So yeah, that'll be well worth it. And then I get to see a bit of the city as well. Cool. Oh, I'm knackered. It's pretty nice around here. It's close to where I was going to be living last year, which was up near the train station. Look at that coffee shop. Bloody hell. Yeah, I've just had a Coke Zero. I'm going to go to McDonald's and get a green tea and a couple of cheeseburgers. I'm treating myself a little bit because being in Taiwan is a bit of a stretch for me. Plus it's not too bad, a couple of cheeseburgers and green tea with no sugar. You've got this lovely little river. Just absolutely teeming with fish. I was thinking earlier, fish and chip shop here would do so well. If anyone wants to come from England to set up a fish and chip shop, I think you would do a roaring trade here. I don't think I've ever seen that many fish in a river. Fish, 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 all the way, all the way, all the way. Nice bird down there catching his fish supper. So that's the train's just gone across, that's the railway bridge. The place where I was going to be living was just down there. Well, one of the places I looked, the only decent one I looked at was kind of over there, but it wasn't great. I'm just going to McDonald's, which is here. I went to a Japanese restaurant just back there because the sign looked quite good. I was like, I look at the menu, and she's like, no, it's all automated, so you have to, there's like a touch screen, then you have to pick your table first before you can even see the menu. I was just like, I can't bother. It's quite a funky little neighbourhood. Got these little tunnels that the bikes can go through, but the cars can't. There's a McDonald's just out here on the right. That's been a good little explore today. Nice little park. Where are you, golden arches? I think you're just over here. I'm going to cut across the grass. No one looking, is there? Oh, look at that. What is that? Spaceship. Oh, it's some nice new apartments here. Maybe if they'd shown me some apartments like that last year, I would have stayed. But I think those are well out of my price range. Oh, this little park space is lovely. The shade from these trees and buildings drops the temperature by like at least 10 degrees. Goes from being absolutely roasting to being quite manageable. Where am I going? Thought it was here, maybe it's another block over. So yeah, buildings there. And then you've got McDonald's right here. Wow, and trash. Family Mart. Oh, they're coming round to collect the trash. So yeah, McDonald's. Taste of home if I was an American, which I'm not. Very busy in here. So we've got a chicken sandwich, cheeseburger, iced tea, no sugar, and reusable cup and straw. And that together was like £3, just over. They're doing the trash. Crazy. So outside opposite you've got Loose Demon Pub and you've got a Philippine Town KTV room with Filipino cuisine. Mad. This is kind of one of the main streets that runs down to one of the bridges across the river. We came from that way. It's funny, there's no real difference between McDonald's in Taiwan or the UK. Well, maybe it's a bit quieter, more civilised. The one I used to go to in Minehead was quiet and civilised. Very nice. So that was nice. They were really friendly in that McDonald's. I don't think they get many foreigners in there, so yeah, they were super friendly. This looks like a really nice. Well, I thought it was a restaurant. Is that a tooth? Is that a fancy dentist? Make a nice coffee shop slash restaurant. It's a torture chamber. That's where I came from. The station's just up here on the right. But yeah, you can see there's no footpath as such, so gotta be a little bit careful, but no one's going to run you over here most of the time. Yeah, those new apartments look pretty swish. That's a really pretty little house with the trees on the corner here. Old style house. Yeah, this is pretty cool. It's just for motorbikes and bikes. So we're just coming up on the left to a street where I looked at the apartment that was okay last year. It was the best of a bad bunch. I might go and film it one day. Not today, I'm knackered. Oh. View of someone's pants that I didn't want to see. Church. What else have we got? So yeah, it was this street where, right along to the end and just to the left, there's a little mechanic's garage, same street as the train station's on. And the mechanic, one floor up, was renting out an apartment in the same building he lived, but I don't know, it wasn't great. It was okay. It was pretty decent size, but it was old. What's this? Apartment? You have a train station here left. You've just seen a Western guy there, or African, Western, whatever. So you probably get a few tech bros on the train. So I imagine quite a lot of them prefer to stay in Hsinchu. They might be working here, but they're going to stay in Hsinchu because it's just more interesting. So it's a lot busier at this time of day. I came here just after midday. It's coming up to 5 o'clock. Yeah. Knackered from all my walking. It's good though. Saw a lot of stuff. And tomorrow, yeah, we'll be going to Taipei, which is exciting. Yeah, I think it's normally platform 1 for trains going south towards Hsinchu, platform 2 for trains going north towards Taipei. Here's our train on time. Oh yeah, it only cost 44 Taiwanese dollars, so just over £1 for return ticket. Bargainous. Rush hour, so it's a little bit busy. Oh, I need a shower. That was a sweaty walk. That's the coffee shop from this morning, train station. Shower. Oh, so it's nice. I've had a really good day out exploring. Now I can come here. I'm going to get some protein. Ah, don't get protein milk. Actually, get normal milk because it's too. What's the name for it? The milk is too. It's chocolate. Protein milk's chocolate, which I don't like. Let's get normal milk. Right, that was a long day today. I did a lot of walking. It's about 9:30 now. I was going to go running, but I had no energy. Drank a litre of milk and I had 2 bits of KFC fried chicken, which is really unlike me. I think I'm just, sometimes when I come to a place where I've got access to something I've not had access to for months, I like to treat myself a bit. Just going to get some instant noodles to finish off because I'm so hungry. Oh. I'm absolutely knackered. I'm going to Taipei tomorrow, so I'm going to have a good night's sleep, get to bed early. I've got a convenience store here, there's one here, and there's a 7-Eleven across the road from my place, but you have to cross a busy road. I can't bother